Today, I am making our top 3 casseroles. Now the first recipe is our chicken taco casserole. This was voted my kids' favorite. Now I want to show you how easy this is. So you're going to dump in cream of chicken soup, sour cream, some diced tomatoes with some green chilies, black beans, taco seasoning, some shredded chicken, then you're just going to mix that all together. Then in a separate bowl, go ahead and crunch up some tortilla chips. You're gonna layer those on a 9x13, add your chicken, add some cheese, then layer again. Chips, chicken, and then cheese. Then you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes until everything, well, the cheese is nice and melted. Now the best part about this is the toppings. I love some tomatoes. You can also add some green onions. It just adds so much flavor. The next recipe is our chicken cordon bleu casserole. First, you're going to take some water and some butter and you're going to boil that together. Once it's all mixed, you're going to add your box stuffing, mix it all in, and then cover for a few minutes. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to add cream of chicken soup and Dijon mustard. Mix that together. You're going to add your cooked chicken, some broccoli, some diced ham. Again, mix it till it's well combined. Now put that mixture in the bottom of a 9x9 pan. Add some Swiss cheese, then your stuffing, and you're going to bake it. When it's all done, it is gooey, delicious. Oh, I love like the cheese pull there. Yeah, that's my favorite part. And casserole. Now you're going to start by steaming your broccoli, and you're going to put that in the bottom of a 9x13 pan. There you're going to add cooked chicken. You're going to mix in a separate bowl cream of chicken soup, mayonnaise, lemon, and a little bit of curry powder. Mix that all together. That's your sauce. Put that right on top of your chicken. Add just a little bit of cheese. Now this is my favorite part. You get some bread that you cut up into small pieces. Add a little bit of butter, mix that all together, then you're gonna go ahead and put that right on top of your cheese and bake it just like that. Oh, when it's done, those little breadcrumbs that are buttery are probably my favorite part of this whole recipe. So we called it chicken divan growing up, and it's one of my favorites. I decided you needed some cooked chicken, so we have 3 big breasts that I cut in half. So we have 6 chicken cooked in the Instant Pot. We're just gonna pull it out real quick. You're first gonna start with about 4 cups of broccoli. We cut it up into little pieces. It will shrink as it cooked. Now you need to steam the broccoli. We're gonna take all this broccoli and we're gonna put it into like a steamer basket. If you don't have a steamer basket, that's okay. You can actually put it right into your Instant Pot or microwave it to steam it, or however you like to steam broccoli. So we're gonna actually stick this into our Instant Pot with our already hot water in there so it will cook a lot faster. We'll put the lid on and we're just gonna cook it for 0 minutes. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what you wanna steam your broccoli at. So we're gonna go pressure cook. You can go to 0 minutes. So pretty much it pressurizes and then it's done. There we go. Okay, while the broccoli is cooking, we're gonna make the sauce that goes on top. I added 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and then we're gonna add about a cup of mayo. So you guys know I love to eyeball. We're just gonna eyeball about a cup or so of this. Then last, we're just gonna add a teaspoon of lemon juice. Then you're just gonna mix this all together. Okay, it took about 5 minutes to pressurize, super fast. So now we're gonna just let the pressure out and our broccoli will be ready. Okay, broccoli is done. Oh, looks good. One nice thing I like this silicone thing is because I can touch it and it's not burning me. Okay, we're gonna go straight to the pan. 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna dump it out here. Now we're gonna spread out our broccoli. This is a little bit bigger than 9x13, but this casserole actually fits perfectly in a 9x13. I just didn't have 4 casserole pans, so you get the big one here. All right, now you're gonna add your chicken onto your broccoli. All right, now it's time to add the thick sauce. And you're just gonna spread it around. Do you want it to cover the broccoli? You want it to cover the chicken? You want it to cover as much as possible. All right, so now we're gonna add on the cheese. I love using fresh cheddar cheese here. Now it's the best part of the recipe, at least for me. So I actually have 2 tablespoons of butter melted here. And then I have my favorite white bread. You just dip it in the butter and then you're gonna go straight over here and put it onto the chicken. It makes like these amazing like homemade croutons that just make it taste so good. So you're just gonna put those all over the casserole. All right, we're gonna cook this at 350 for about 25, 30 minutes. Everything's cooked, you just need it to be melted and, you know, all together. Done and done. Oh, it looks so good. The next recipe is our 5-ingredient enchilada casserole. Now this is so simple, you guys are gonna love it. So for your 5 ingredients, you're gonna have corn tortillas, some enchilada sauce. The old El Paso is my favorite. I like to use Fiesta or Mexican cheese blend. You have some black beans here, then of course, some ground beef. First, you're just going to cook the ground beef over medium-high heat. We're gonna use 1 pound of beef here. And if you guys didn't know, I love using a chopster. It's only like $6 on Amazon, but it's a game changer when you're using ground beef. All right, so we're gonna pour the ground beef into a bowl. Then we're gonna add about half of the enchilada sauce. So I'm gonna give you the spoon, okay? And then can you mix this all together? Nice, that's close enough, about half. And then about a cup or so of the cheese. Ready? Cheese is coming. You're gonna mix that all together. All right, so we're just gonna spray with some cooking spray. And then Sarah is gonna put our tortillas in. Do you wanna help? There we go. So the plan is just to cover all of the bottom of the pan. Right next to it. And a half ones. Good job. All right, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit more and we'll kind of just like piece it together like a puzzle. You just don't want any bottom to be showing. All right, so then we're gonna take half of our meat mixture and just put it right on top of the tortillas. Now, these are the corn tortillas. If you don't like corn, you can use like mini flour tortillas too, but I like corn with these ones. Okay, next you're gonna spoon on about half your can of beans. So, right, next we're gonna do just about a 1/4 cup of sauce. So I'm just gonna take a few spoonfuls and just kind of drizzle it over. We like these moist instead of nice. You don't want them dry. You don't want them dry at all. Now put on the tortillas. Can you help me, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Good job. I'm gonna cover them all up, okay? All right, here's that one. You cover that. Yep, gotta get all the sides, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that one in the middle. All right, now it's time to add the rest of the beef. We're just gonna dump it on and spread it out. Just makes it a little easier for me. That might have not been half the first time, but you know what, with this casserole, it doesn't really matter, so. All right, Sarah, time for the beans. You wanna dump them on, we'll spread them out? There we go, perfect. All right, take your spoon, you can help me spread. And then you're just gonna take the remainder of your cheese and just put it on, so about a cup or so left, or more. You know, if you like cheese, you go for it, because cheese is one of my most favorite food groups. Okay, then we're just gonna cover it with oil. We're gonna cook it at 350 for about 30 minutes, just until everything is heated through. All right, it is done. Oh, yes. Now this one is a casserole, but it's not in a 9x13 pan, it's in a skillet, and it's our creamy chicken and rice. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we have our skillet. We're gonna go to medium-high heat. There we go. We're gonna just melt 1 tablespoon of butter to start. I love this recipe because it's kind of like a dump and go casserole, which I'm a fan of. Our butter is all melted, so we're just gonna add in 1 onion, and then we're gonna do half a teaspoon of thyme leaves, and then half a teaspoon of salt. And then we'll just kind of mix this all around. All right, the onions are looking soft, so we're gonna add just about a teaspoon or so of garlic. And then we're gonna add a 1.5 cups of rice. Now, if you want to rinse your rice, that's great. I don't rinse my rice. Please don't eat me alive, because I do not. It's just how I prefer it. All right, then we're gonna cook this for a minute. Okay, it's been cooking for about a minute or so, so we're gonna add 2 cups of chicken broth. Now, I know this is 4 cups, but I'm just gonna eyeball until about half the carton is gone. Okay, then we're gonna add 1 3/4 cup of milk. We want this rice to cook, and this is going to help it. All right, and just mix that around. Gently, very gently. So as you're stirring carefully, you're just going to wait for it to come to a boil. You wanna make sure that you're stirring as it's coming to a boil because you don't want the rice to stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, as you can see, this is boiling, ready to go. So we're gonna add 3 cups of chicken. Now, I'm pulling the P card. I am pregnant, I'm using rotisserie chicken because I can. Actually, I'll be honest, even if I wasn't pregnant, I'd probably still use a rotisserie chicken. You need chicken that is cooked and cubed, and rotisserie is the way to go on a busy day. Once you put the chicken in, you just need it to boil 1 more time. It took about a minute to get to the boil. So now we're gonna turn our heat down to low. We're gonna put our lid on and we're gonna let it sit here for about 15 to 18 minutes because we want that rice to cook all the way through. All right, so it's all done cooking. Let's pull this off and see. Ooh, looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this around just a little bit. Nice, the rice is nice and cooked. That's what I like to see. Now we're gonna add the vegetables. So we have about 2 cups of frozen vegetables we're gonna add to this. And this one is just like the vegetable medley. So there's corn, there's peas, there's beans. And then we're just gonna add a cup of cheese. We're gonna add a little bit more in a little bit, but right now we'll just add a cup and then we'll just mix it all together. Now, these vegetables, they will heat up pretty quick because this is hot. So we're going to kind of mix everything in, then we're gonna put a little more cheese on top, and then we'll let it just kind of cook there for a bit. Okay, then we're just gonna make sure it's on low heat. Actually, you can pretty much turn it off if you wanted to. We're gonna just leave this on for about 5 minutes. All right, cheese is ready to go. This looks good.